Mirror chocolate cake with strawberry jelly and white chocolate mousse is a cake with different layers and a delicacy for chocolate lovers. Filled with white chocolate mousse, strawberry jelly and a layer of chocolate cake on the inside, this cake is best for birthdays and special occasions. Cooking Company will take you one step at a time into creating this mouth-watering cake. First, we add our strawberries, 300 grams, 20 grams of sugar, 50 millilitres of water to a pan, and we'll let that bubble away. You can use frozen strawberries or fresh strawberries, whatever takes your fancy. We'll pour that mixture into a bowl once it's nicely softened. We're going to blend it together so it is smooth. Then we can add our gelatin, 12 grams of that. Give it a stir till it's very well mixed together. Then we pour it into our container and freeze it for around 30 minutes. Meanwhile, we'll make our chocolate cake. That's cake mixture, 3 eggs, oil, some milk, and we're going to whisk it all together. You can use ready-made cake mixture from the shop or make your own with a bit of self-raising flour, baking soda and cocoa powder. Now we're going to lightly spray our cake tin with oil and add wax paper on the bottom to stop it from sticking. Then we add our chocolate cake mixture. Now this is going to bake in the oven at 180 degrees for around 30 minutes. While that is cooking away, we make our white chocolate mousse. That's 4 egg yolks and 120 grams of sugar. Blend it up. Next, we're going to add some corn flour. This is what's going to thicken it later on when we bubble away on the stove. And we can add 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract to give it a lovely flavour. And then we add 500 millilitres of milk to a pan. We heat that a little bit and add that to the rest of the mixture. Once that's all mixed together, we are 2/3 of the way towards white chocolate mousse. Nice and smooth, we're going to add the whole mixture back to our cooking pot. Now here comes the time-consuming part. We have to whisk away for quite a while until the texture thickens up and becomes a mousse-like texture. Nice and thick and gloopy. At that point, we can take it off the pan. We're going to add melted white chocolate, 150 grams. If you want to be interesting, you could even add some food colouring. Why not? 12 grams of gelatin to that as well. And whisk it up till it's very, very well mixed and smooth. Now we're going to add 500 millilitres of whipping cream and whisk it till it's very thick and gloopy. And we'll add the rest of our mixture to the whipping cream. Once that has been stirred, so you see there's a lot of stirring involved in this part of the process, but look, we have this absolutely delicious white chocolate mousse. We can stick it in a food bag or a piping bag, a food bag where you can just cut the end off to make a nozzle. You can squirt it into your baking tin so that it's ready to put your frozen strawberry jelly on top. Now we're going to use a piping bag to squirt around the edges of the jelly and over the top. Take your time with this and be very generous with your helping of white chocolate mousse. We love a bit of white chocolate mousse. We're going to just smooth over the top with a spatula because we want to now add our chocolate cake. Just final touches and voila, there we go. We freeze that for 30 minutes. Meanwhile, we're going to make our topping. Sugar, cocoa powder, sweetened condensed milk. Now we add 100 millilitres of water to the cooking pot and stir it as it's heating, making sure it's nice and smooth. Now we might have a few lumpy bits of cocoa powder in the bottom, so we're going to pour it through a sieve onto a bowl of chocolate buttons. We've used dark chocolate. It gives it a lovely dark brown colour. We're going to blend this up till it's absolutely smooth. Look at that lovely shiny mixture. This is our chocolate glaze. That glaze then gets poured over the rest of our cake. We recommend that you put your cake on a stand high up over a baking tray. That's because obviously as we pour the chocolate glaze, it's going to drip. So we're going to just smooth out the bottom and get rid of all those dripping pieces. Next, we're going to get some broken up chocolate and we're going to just splodge it on there around the edges, alongside the bottom. Very nice finishing touch, and of course it hides any dripping chocolate glaze. Now we can add a special touch with a few strawberries on top, halved with the leaves still on. We like a bit of green and red colour on our dark chocolate cake. Delicious, look at that. Chocolate glazing makes this cake look amazing. Strawberry Pocky cake is the ultimate cake and the easiest you will ever make. A double-layered cake filled with a thick layer of strawberry buttercream and strawberry jam in the centre, surrounded with a sweet boundary of strawberry chocolate-coated Pocky sticks, and in the centre, dressed with chocolate mini roses. Cooking Company will take you one step at a time to make this gorgeous strawberry Pocky cake. Just get some white chocolate buttons and melt those, some strawberry flavoured Pocky sticks, and we're going to pour the white chocolate over the Pocky sticks. It's as easy as that, folks. We're using a food piping bag to do that to create a beautiful pattern. Now, while we set those aside, we get our vanilla cake. It could be pre-made from the shop, or you could make it earlier. We're going to cut it into 4 sections, and then we're going to add our filling. It's strawberry buttercream, which we've also prepared earlier, and some strawberry jam. Yummy, my favourite. We're going to smooth this evenly over the top, and we're going to do this with each layer. It's very, very simple, and it does not take long at all. By doing this, you can make a very simple vanilla cake into a really exciting party cake. We're going to coat the whole thing in buttercream icing so it's lovely and pink. Now, here come our Pocky sticks. We're going to stick them all around the edge. Absolutely beautiful and so simple. Look at that. Next, we get our chocolate roses, made with white chocolate and food colouring. Cover the top of the cake. Now for our finishing touch, we'll add a ribbon around the edge. How glamorous! Did you know that Pocky sticks have been around since 1966? First invented in Japan. With just a few simple ingredients, we made this stunning party delight. Some chocolate, cream, jam, and vanilla cake. And don't forget the Pocky sticks. There's no such thing as too much chocolate, so we're making a double-layered chocolate ganache cake, dressed with strawberry Kitkat candy bars as decoration and topped with fresh, juicy strawberries. This is the easiest, yet will be one of the most delicious chocolate cakes you've ever had. You could whip this up all by yourself, as Cooking Company will take you step by step into making this amazing strawberry Kitkat cake. All you need is 200 millilitres of milk in a pan on the stove. Add in 400 grams of chocolate buttons and whisk away till smooth and melted. Now we're going to add 100 grams of butter. I'll let that melt into the mixture too. There we have it, our chocolate ganache. Now here comes our chocolate cake. We're going to slice this into 3 parts. And guess what? We're going to add our chocolate ganache. We're going to add it on top of each layer and all around the outside of the cake to make it look extra special. You can prepare your chocolate cake in advance or even buy one ready-made from the store. So if you're looking for a very easy and ultra-effective cake recipe, then this could be the one. So by adding this chocolate ganache and layering it like so, you're really adding a very, very special touch. It was a very basic chocolate cake, and now look at it. It looks absolutely delicious. With a spatula, smooth it all around the edges, completely covering our chocolate cake layers, and there we have it. Now, it's time to decorate. Let's get our little mini Kitkat strawberry bars. We're going to stick them together using melted white chocolate. You could put this in a piping bag to make it easier. It kind of acts like glue. We're going to stick our Kit Kats vertically so we can put them all around the edge of our cake. It also creates a deepness, a kind of basket effect on the top of the cake, so we can put inside that basket our fresh strawberries and some strawberry flavoured buttercream. Again, you can prepare that in advance or buy it ready-made from the store. For finishing touches, we'll add a strawberry coloured ribbon around the edge. Look at that. Beautiful. In fact, it's so beautiful, I don't think I want to cut it. Nah, come on, let's have a slice. The Kit Kats make it super easy to slice your cake evenly. Fantastic. Do you want to impress your friends this summer with a fun dessert? Then strawberry jelly cake has to be that dessert. Light, delicious and layered with strawberry puree and melted chocolate jelly. This easy-to-make jelly cake is sure to make even beginners look like pros. Cooking Company will guide you to create a perfect strawberry jelly cake. Sugar 100 grams, 8 grams of agar powder, stir those together in a pot and add 550 millilitres of milk. We're going to stir that and heat it. We're going to turn up the heat a little bit and we want that to start bubbling away. Then we're going to turn the heat off and take it off the stove. Now 150 millilitres of that mixture is going into one bowl and 150 into another bowl. Next, strawberry puree, 150 millilitres into one bowl and 50 into the other. Stir those up nicely. You should have a dark pink and a pale pink mixture. We're going to pour these mixtures into our ice tray moulds. You know, you can use red food colouring if you prefer, rather than strawberry puree, but we like to use natural ingredients wherever possible. So once we've filled our moulds with the pale pink and the dark pink colour, we're going to put the lid on and squeeze so we get any excess liquid on the outside. This will help us to form our perfectly round jello shapes. Now we're going to stick this in the freezer for 1 hour. And when the shapes are set, we're going to pour them into a bowl. Now we'll pour some more milk agar mixture over that, leaving it white this time, and freeze it for 1 hour. Now get 200 millilitres of milk agar and 100 grams of melted dark chocolate. Mix them together. And this is our final layer of our jelly cake. We're going to pour this on top of the already set agar mixture, making a nice medium to thin layer. And we're going to freeze the whole thing for a further 2 hours. And when it's ready, you just turn your bowl upside down and voila! Why not decorate it with some berries? We're using raspberries and blueberries. We like the colours, but you can use any fruit you like. Why not add a few sprigs of mint? Add a lovely green colour to your mixture. Look at that, a professional looking cake. And so easy to make. All you need is a few simple ingredients and a freezer. Did you ever think you could put together a sinful dessert in just 3 simple steps? Let's bake the NoBake strawberry and cream jelly cake. Layered in cream jelly and infused with luscious strawberries. This cake takes you on a milky, wholesome and enticing journey with every bite. It's a simple no-bake cake with simple ingredients such as milk, evaporated milk and even condensed milk. Let's hear it for the milks. Excellent. We give it a nice stir and then we add the final touch, a spot of gelatin. Now notice that we're heating this while we're stirring it. Now that makes your gelatin milk mixture, part of which you're going to pour into a nice big mould. Now we want to put this in the fridge for at least 20 minutes to let it set. Meanwhile, let's make the jelly. So strawberry flavoured jello, we like strawberry, we like the colour red. We're going to add some water, 400 ml of water to be precise, some gelatin, give it a whisk. Then we're going to pour half of that into a smaller round-shaped mould and set it in the fridge for 10 minutes. When we bring it out, it's nicely set and we can add some fresh strawberries for that wonderful freshness. And then pour the rest of the gelatin mixture over the top. Now that will be in the fridge for 30 minutes. When everything is set, we take it out and we place the jelly on top of the set gelatine milk mixture. Then the remainder of the gelatin milk mixture gets poured around and over the top of the jelly, hiding it in the middle. Give it a bit of a shake and stick it in the fridge for at least 2 hours. You can make this recipe with any fruit you like. You can use mangoes, cherries, oranges, any type of berry you like. Now, when we take it out of the fridge, we turn it upside down so you get the lovely nice white flour on the top. You can only see white, so let's decorate it with some fresh strawberries and a nice slice of green mint. Did you know that Hannah Glass published this recipe in her 18th century book? Yes, it's an old recipe, folks. Tried and tested. Perfect for summertime parties. Delicious.